Next is if statement in Python. If is basically a conditional statement, that is the statement that is used to check the given condition. Now if it is a condition, then it can be either true or false. So depending on the status of the condition, whether it is true or false, set of statements are executed. So it is also known as selection or decision construct in Python. Now if statement, it checks the given condition, so we have to give a condition after if statement. That is clear from this part. And that condition is evaluated. It can be true or false. If it is true, a set of statements are executed, and if it is false, those statements that are included within if or that are the part of if will not be executed. That is how if statement in Python executes. That is, we give condition with if part, then after if we write those statements in an indentation, because in Python indentation is an important part which decides which block of statement is a part of the given header. So, and while framing the statement, you have to use relational operators or logical operators. So here you have to remember what are the relational operators and logical operators in Python. The relational operators: greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, or equal to and not equal to. Then logical operators, they are and, or, and not. These are used to form the conditions. Now the syntax of if is followed by the condition. So you can write any condition here and a colon. This colon is a part of syntax. Don't forget to write it. Now, as soon as you press enter, the statements will automatically be indented in idle. Otherwise also you have to write them indented. Indented means leave some space, like in a paragraph format. Okay, so leave some space and then write the statements in one same indentation. In the same line you have to write like this. So all those statements, these statements which are written with this indentation, they will be executed only if this condition is true. Otherwise these statements will not be executed. The statements which are not the part of this indentation, that is if they are beginning from this part, then they will be executed even if the condition is false or true. Now for example, if you write the statement C is equal to int input enter a number. So this is a statement that will input a number because you have written int. So using int function, you will convert whatever is entered into the integer format. So you have to enter a number here. Now this is a condition. See how the condition has been framed. The operators, if you want to check whether C is greater than 10 or not, so your statement will be C greater than equal to 10 colon. Now suppose you want to print, if it is greater than 10, you want to print 2-digit number. So what you will write? Print, and this is again the syntax of print. You write in pair of parentheses and messages within double quotes. So this is one example. It will print 2-digit number if the number entered by the user is greater than 10. And if the condition is false, that is if the condition is true, this will execute. If the condition is false, nothing will happen. It will simply end because nothing is written here. Now another example, if you write C is equal to int input enter a number. Now you can use multiple if statements. They all will be checked one by one. So if the first condition is C less than 10. So if the value of C entered by the user is less than 10, then this condition will be satisfied, that is it will be true. Then in that case it will print this statement, that is single digit number. If the condition is false, then it will not print this because this is the part of if which will execute only if the given condition is true. So it will simply come to the next line in the same indentation of if, that is it will come to this part. So here if another condition C greater than equal to 10 and see the use of logical operator, and C less than equal to 99. That is how we write range. Range means we want to check all the numbers from 10 to 99. The statement will be written in this format. You have to use or practice these formats of writing statements. If C greater than equal to 10 and C less than equal to 99, print 2-digit number. Again, this statement will execute only both the conditions are true because you have written and here. And requires both the conditions, the left hand condition and the right hand side condition must be true. Only when both are true, this if will be evaluated to be true and this statement will execute. Another if statement in the same code, if C greater than 100 and C less than equal to 999. Print 3-digit number. So in a program you can have any number of if statements. If one if is true, it will execute that particular statement. Even if that is false, it will come to the next if also. So all if are independent if, they all will be executed one by one. One more example. If it is written x is equal to int input enter a number, if x, see without using the relational operator, if you write this, it will be considered as a logical value. If x, so if x is true, if value of x is a non-zero number. If not x is true, if the value of the x is an integer. So if x is entered 0, suppose the user entered 0 here. So if 0 means 0 is false. So here it will be false. And not true is false and not false is true. So if we are written if not x, so if x is false, not false will be true. If x is true, not true will be false.